What's up guys, and welcome back to my Campervan Builder YouTube channel. So today's video I'm going to be introducing the next project for the channel. Any keen subscribers or return visitors will have seen that over the past 6 to 9 months I've been converting a Mercedes mobility minibus from what was a full 16-seater minibus all the way through to a high-spec, high-end campervan conversion. Now that conversion is around about 95-98% complete. The only things I need to do on that conversion is to fit a little bit of window trim around one of the windows, but due to the current lockdown situation, the supplier that I usually use for the trim is completely shut at the moment. So that's leaving me with a bit of a situation where I just can't get that finished fully. So instead, while the situation calms down and while all the shops reopen, I'm instead going to be starting on this next project. Now, any keen subscribers will have known that I've had a second Mercedes mobility minibus parked up on my driveway for the past few months now, waiting for a conversion to start. Obviously I wanted to try and finish the original bus first before I started on this one, but as I say, because I just can't get the final couple of pieces of trim, I might as well get a start on this, because the final pieces of trim for the other bus will only take a day or two to finish off when the shops are back open. So instead, as I say, I thought I'd make a quick introduction video for the new project so you can see exactly what I'm going to be doing, and also to be talking about the new upload schedule and the new ways in which I'm going to be uploading parts of this conversion. So any long-time subscribers and any people who have viewed my channel over the years will have known that there's currently 6 full documented conversions on my channel. I've got 2 Daihatsu Hi-Jets, a Ford Connect, 2 VW vans, a T4 and a T5, as well as the first minibus that I've done. When I've been uploading videos on my channel previously, I've always uploaded per job video. So for example, there will be a video on carpeting, on insulation, on building a bed, building a kitchen unit, things like that. Now on a bigger project like the minibus, it's quite hard to do job by job videos, because sometimes you might start a job and you won't be able to get it finished until you've done 3, 4, 5 other jobs around the conversion. So instead, for this particular project, I'm going to be doing a weekly project progress update video instead. So once a week, probably on a Friday or Saturday, I'm going to be uploading just to show exactly what I've been able to get done in this conversion in the preceding week. Now I do have a full-time job working Monday, Friday, 9 to 5. Even in the lockdown situation, unfortunately, I'm still at work, so conversion wise it's only going to be weekend work with the occasional evening work in as well, but most of the time it's only going to be 2 days for the weekend with an occasional evening here or there. So although it's going to be a weekly update, in effect it's only going to be covering 2 to 3 days worth of work on the conversion. But as I say, we should be able to follow along with the conversion all the way through, and with it just showing progress updates rather than job updates, you can see exactly how far I've got within those few days per week. In case you're thinking of doing a similar sort of conversion yourself, you'll then be able to see roughly how long a nice in-depth conversion does take. So I'll stop this, I'll take you on a quick tour of the new project, and then we'll get cracked on with it. So this is the Mercedes minibus that I've currently converted, that just needs a couple of finishing bits of trim added to it. It's had a full conversion on the inside, it's had a full Raptor respray on the outside, and as I say, a couple of bits of trim, and then this will get a full tick to say it's fully done. Now this is the one I'm about to start as well. As you can see, it's exactly the same vehicle, exactly the same coach built from the same company. It's all exactly the same, right down to the same age, mileage, things like that. Because the company that used to own this, once they get to a certain mileage, it reaches a cut-off point, and that's when they start to replace the fleet. So as you can see, it's a nice big open plan space. Unlike the previous one that I did, this one is already gutted out inside, so there's no seats to remove. There's just going to be the occasional bits of bus trim that need to be taken out for the handrails, things like that. But there's no seats to remove. It does still have the wheelchair at the back that does need to come off as well. So there's going to be plenty of things to be doing to the vehicle. As I say, all of this original flooring is going to be getting ripped up, taking the vehicle down to its bare chassis, just so the chassis can then get wax oiled for future protection, just to make sure that there's going to be no rust around the chassis for many, many more years to come. Now obviously, with it being a fiberglass panelled bus, there's no rust on the outside of the vehicle at all whatsoever. They're all fiberglass panels, so there's nothing to worry about in regards to rust or corrosion, things like that. So the first jobs I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking up all of the old flooring, removing all of the unwin tracking rails for the minibus seats. I'll try and sell these on. I managed to sell on the previous rails from the previous bus, and that managed to get a little bit of money back from the cost of the conversion. Not much, but it all helps. I'm also going to be taking down all of the original bus headlining as well. This is going to have to come down just so I can fully insulate the roof lining, because when I took the previous headlining down on the previous bus, there was just a very, very thin, wispy layer of fiberglass insulation in the headlining, and that's not enough for my liking. And I also need to get up onto the roof to fit 2 solar panels, and I need to get this roof lining down to be able to run all the cabling in and around. Now I will be leaving the the fiberglass paneling under the windows in place. Again, going off the previous conversion, I know that under the windows is already insulated with 25mm Kingspan insulation, so it seems almost pointless to remove all of the proper moulded paneling just to then replace it with ply lining or things like that. So, as I say, having done one conversion, I've learnt some of the tips and tricks and I've learnt what can stay in place and what does need to be removed, just to try and make this conversion that little bit quicker, a little bit smoother, and to try and avoid having to redo work that doesn't need doing. Like, for example, if I took all this paneling off, I'd then just have to repanel it with ply, so I might as well just leave the original fiberglass stuff in place. It might have to get removed initially just while I take the flooring up, but it will still be going back as it is. So, as you can see, there's plenty of work to be cracking on with. As I say, this is pretty much just a bare shell at the moment, so there's going to be lots of work to do just to get it stripped down to an even barer shell, to then start building it back up from the bare chassis. So I say this floor is going to be getting taken out, all the flooring is going to be getting new flooring laid, insulation between the rafters and built back up. Headline is going to be getting taken down, fully insulated with a new headline and built back up, and then we'll be able to start on the conversion work as well. So if you haven't seen the previous minibus conversion, that one out there, as I say, do have a look at my channel. That's documented in full, job by job. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to follow along with this conversion. As I say, I'm going to be putting out weekly updates, one video every week, just to show how far I've progressed with the conversion. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to follow along with this conversion. And remember to check out my channel to see all the previous conversions done on there as well. So I hope you found this video useful. Remember to check back next week for the first proper progress update for this build. Hopefully by then we'll have most of the flooring up, and maybe, depending on how well the floorings came up, we might be able to get some of the headlining down as well. I just know in the first conversion it took me 2.5 days to get the old flooring up, so I'm hoping to get it up a bit quicker this time around. So, as I say, hit that subscribe button to follow back with the conversion progress. Remember to check back next week for the first proper progress update video of this conversion. And remember to leave a good old thumbs up as well, it always helps build the channel that little bit bigger and better. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video of this progress build. Thanks for watching. Cheers.